The Shawshank Redemption. Directed by Frank Darabont and released in 1994, the film is based on a novella by Stephen King. It's a gripping drama that tells the story of two men, Andy Dufresne and Ellis "Red" Redding, as they navigate life within the confines of Shawshank State Penitentiary. The film begins with a brief introduction to Andy Dufresne, played by Tim Robbins, a banker who is convicted of murdering his wife and her lover, a crime he vehemently denies committing. He is sentenced to life in Shawshank, a maximum security prison in Maine. As Andy arrives at the prison, he is immediately faced with the harsh realities of life behind bars. Andy witnesses and experiences the violence that pervades prison life. Inmates are subjected to physical abuse, both from fellow prisoners and from prison guards. The threat of violence hangs over every interaction, creating a tense and unpredictable environment. The prison culture makes forming genuine connections difficult, exacerbating his feelings of isolation. Andy quickly befriends Red, played by Morgan Freeman, an inmate who is known for his ability to smuggle items into the prison. Red is the narrator of the story, providing insight into the routines and dynamics of prison life. The inmates are subjected to the cruelty of the corrupt warden Norton, played by Bob Gunton, and his brutal captain Byron Hadley. As time passes, Andy uses his financial expertise to help the prison staff with money-related matters. He also starts to make improvements to the library, making it a haven for inmates seeking knowledge and solace. His friendship with Red deepens, and he begins to inspire hope among the inmates. Throughout the years, Red becomes eligible for parole, but is repeatedly denied due to his long sentence and his perceived lack of rehabilitation. His skepticism towards the system contrasts with Andy's unwavering belief in his eventual freedom. As the years go by, Andy endures hardships and injustices while working to improve the prison. He secretly spends years digging a tunnel using a rock hammer he acquired over time. One night, Andy escapes through the tunnel, leaving behind a hole in the wall and a note for Red. Andy's escape is a meticulously planned and brilliantly executed endeavor that unfolds over a long period. Using a small rock hammer he gradually acquires, he discreetly chips away at the walls of his cell. He hides the debris from his digging in his pockets, spreading it in the prison yard during outdoor breaks, and carefully concealing his progress. The suspense builds as viewers watch Andy's determination and patience. He carves a hole in the wall behind a Rita Hayworth poster, a detail that becomes an iconic symbol of his perseverance. This sequence showcases his meticulous planning and the sheer audacity of his escape plan. The juxtaposition of the mundane routines of prison life with Andy's covert efforts creates a sense of excitement and anticipation. The culmination of the escape is a breathtaking moment. One stormy night, while the other inmates are distracted by the thunder, lightning, and loudspeakers playing opera music, Andy crawls through the tunnel, emerging on the other side of the prison walls. The aftermath of Andy's escape is equally fascinating. As the prison staff discovers his absence, chaos ensues. The scene shifts to Warden Norton's office, where he finds a letter left behind by Andy. The content of the letter exposes the warden's corruption and wrongdoing, sending shockwaves through the institution. This revelation serves as a satisfying comeuppance for the abusive and exploitative system that had been perpetuated. Red, who has become increasingly hopeful due to Andy's influence, eventually decides to follow in his friend's footsteps. He is granted parole after decades of imprisonment. Following the instructions in Andy's letter, Red finds a hidden cache of money and a letter inviting him to join Andy in Zihuatanejo, a town in Mexico. The Shawshank Redemption is a powerful story of friendship, survival, and the human capacity for redemption. It explores themes of injustice, the corrupting influence of power, the indomitable spirit of the human soul, and the importance of maintaining hope even in the darkest of circumstances.